Are you under an obligation that you need to be loyal to the president?
The only loyalty and obligation I have is to God.
President Trump may have once called her his loyal friend, but tonight Omarosa Manigault Newman doesn't exactly sound friendly toward her old boss.
He is truly a racist.
The former White House staffer now turning on the administration and the president she's called a friend for 15 years, releasing audio she secretly recorded, claiming the president is a racist who used racial slurs. In her new book, Unhinged, which ABC News obtained, she says President Trump had been recorded using the N-word while working on The Apprentice. On NBC's Meet the Press, she went further, saying she's heard the tape herself.
I heard his voice as clear as you and I are sitting here.
You have heard the tape?
I have heard
since
the
publication
tape.
Of this book?
Absolutely.
So you know it exists?
And I know it exists. It was confirmed what I feared the most, that Donald Trump is a con and has been masquerading as someone who is actually open to engaging with diverse communities.
Lowlife. She's a lowlife.
And Trump firing back on Twitter. Wacky Omarosa. She never made it, never will. She begged me for a job, tears in her eyes. People in the White House hated her. She was vicious but not smart. Adding tonight that he was contacted by the creator of The Apprentice, Mark Burnett. Trump tweeting that he called to say there are no tapes of The Apprentice where I used such a terrible and disgusting word. I don't have that word in my vocabulary and never have. She made it up. Manigault Newman left the White House back in December. This morning, she released audio on NBC's Today Show of what she claims to be the president calling her the day after she was fired.
Omarosa, what's going on? I just saw on the news that you're thinking about leaving. What happened?
General Kelly came to me and said that you guys wanted me to leave.
No, nobody even told me about it. Nobody.
Wow.
You know, they run a big operation, but I didn't know it. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't love you leaving at all.
Trump appearing to not know of her firing, though on Meet the Press on Sunday, Manigault Newman says he was indeed aware.
I've talked to him subsequently, and he said he delegated. I delegated. So he knew.
She says she recorded Chief of Staff John Kelly in the secure situation room as he was firing her, claiming he locked her in.
I'm only going to stay for a couple of minutes. These are lawyers. We've got to talk to you about leaving the White House. There are pretty significant legal issues that we hope don't develop into something that will make it ugly for you.
Is the president aware of what's going on?
Let's not go down the road. This is a non-negotiable discussion.
I don't want to negotiate. I've never had a chance to talk to you, General Kelly.
Yeah,
so if this is my departure, I'd like to have at least an opportunity
No,
to understand.
We can talk another time. This has to do with some pretty serious integrity violations. So I'll let it go with that. So the staff and everyone on the staff works for me, not the president.
Senior administration officials telling ABC News that Manigault Newman was fired for misusing government resources and mistreatment of fellow staff members. On Fox and Friends, the White House slamming the former staffer.
Her character and her integrity had been impugned beyond measure. The thought of doing something like that to a fellow employee, not to mention the leader of the free world, is completely disgraceful.
White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders adding, this book is riddled with lies and false accusation. Manigault Newman hinting at having more tapes. While recording in the Situation Room or White House may violate protocol, it is not illegal.
You have to separate out rules from law. She seems to have violated White House rules. Those are rules that can get you fired. Violating the law gets you imprisoned. And it doesn't seem to me that what she did so far has crossed over into a violation of law.
Donald Trump has a reputation for not telling the truth. So over the years, people have learned the only way to pin him down is to record him as insurance.
There are other shocking claims in the book. Manigault Newman discussing Trump's relationship with daughter Ivanka, writing, based on my observations, their relationship goes up to the line of appropriate father-daughter behavior and jumps right over it. I believe he covets his daughter.
Omarosa's loyalty is to herself. It behooves her to write a salacious book like this because she is fueled by the attention.
It's all a stunning reversal for the woman I sat down with last December, days after her departure.
Do you think this president is racist?
Absolutely not. I would never sit nor work for someone who I believe to be a racist.
And she assured us the president was sad to see her go.
Is he upset that you're no longer going to be on his team?
He was sad to learn about my departure. I assumed that General Kelly had told him about the resignation. I regret that he found out about it on the television.
Do you respect General Kelly?
Oh, absolutely. I respect the contribution that he's made to this nation.
It's just the latest chapter in Manigault Newman's long, complicated history with Donald Trump. Once portrayed as the villain on his reality show, The Apprentice,
You can curse at other people, don't curse at me. What are you going to do about it?
she's called Trump a friend ever since he first fired her back in 2004.
Omarosa has to go. You're fired.
She brought her penchant for a fight into politics, becoming the White House Director of Communications for the Office of the Public Liaison, one of the highest-paid White House staffers, bringing in nearly $180,000 a year. Manigault Newman was the highest-ranking African-American in the White House. Her departure leaving a conspicuous absence of diversity in a White House already lacking it, from senior officials down to interns.
Who is the most prominent high-level advisor to the president on the West Wing staff right now?
African American?
Yes.
I would say that, well, first of all, you're totally not covering the fact that our Secretary of Housing and Urban Development and world-renowned
I'm asking you about the White House staff. I'm asking you about the people the president is with every day.
Well, the president works with Secretary Carson every day. He's trying to break the back of the scourge
Who
of
there is
homelessness
on the White House staff right now?
And we have Jerron, who's done a fabulous job.
The bottom line is there is very little diversity on the White House staff. Jerron Smith, he is a special assistant to the president. He does work on the White House staff. He works for the vice president. But he is at a significantly lower level than Omarosa.
The White House has reportedly asked staffers to sign non-disclosure agreements, or NDAs. Trump today tweeting, "Wacky Omarosa already has a fully signed non-disclosure agreement." But Manigault Newman says she didn't sign an NDA, and the recordings she's released thus far were not classified. So releasing them is not a crime, but that could change.
I wouldn't be surprised if the White House tries to classify as much information relating to Omarosa as possible, so that if and when she releases anything else, they say, that's classified information, now we can charge you with a crime.
Are you worried about this administration?
I fear no one. I fear no man. My relationship with God allows me to not fear anyone but him.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.